great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Florida Gators and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So the Florida Gators headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line, great job, great catch, first down.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Denson. Here comes the heat. Right side, and that ball is live in the backfield. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. The run inside. It's Green. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And this offense trusted their quarterback. Third down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open. What does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football away, makes the right decision.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
First carry of the season for this transfer. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second and long here. Just feeds the running back. Fighting off the defender. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Quick give. It's Montgomery. Runs through a tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Dropping back, it's Denson. Look out! Out wide left, it's Turner. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one, but I'll tell you, a hit like that, that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some...
Makes a grab and room to run. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
He's past the sticks. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Green. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying out to the left. Inside the 30. 10. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, Gators. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Smith. Running free. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Rolling right and going deep. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, it's Green. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Quarterback keeps it. There's a crease. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense wants to bring the heat. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Lloyd. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Drops back on first down. Turns it upfield. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster. And they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today. How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. Rolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Might as well run him again. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Denson. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Making the adjustment. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on second down. Under pressure. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. And send the tight end in motion. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Left side is Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That's a bang-bang type play. RPO in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out wide right, it's Brown. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hits inside, it's Green.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The fake and wants to throw. On the move. Looking down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Ripping through the defense. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rush is on. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Wants to throw. It's Denson. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Mustangs looking to convert on 4th down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Louisiana, taking on the number 21 team, the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Ragin' Cajuns, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
That's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Long way to go on second down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to throw, it's Denson. Still looking. The throw. Out wide left, it's Singleton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first. Got it behind the line. It's Ellison. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Mays. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's Gibson one more time. Breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll move the tight end. Here's a give to Gibson. Crosses to 40. At the 45 on his way. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Gators. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To the air, it's Denson. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Calls his own number. Runs for the tackle.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Making the adjustment on the play. 2nd down to the air. Rush right in his face. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On the option, the pitch. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Throwing, Hawkins. Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
To be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Denson. Here comes the heat. Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Straight ahead, it's Green. Shakes off the defender. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires downfield. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Left side is Wilson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Gibson again. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. So now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Hauls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Out wide left, it's Wilson. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
The Gators will try to move the chains on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Back to pass, it's Denson. Keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. He wants to throw it. They're all over him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, he missed it. No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. Going for the block is great and all, but you have to stay on your path and avoid the kicker. The roughing the kicker penalty really sets up this offense. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Hawkins unloads to the right. It's complete. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. find your matchups and go get them.
Tough run here. It's screen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense knew that too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the outside, understood where the ball was trying to go. Listen, if you put those guys in a cage and you set an edge really hard, make that sweep that's designed where everybody's blocking out wide to go back inside, that's a win for the defense.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Throwing, Hawkins. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter and take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Got the quick completion. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wilson has it over the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Left side is Jackson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Handoff for Jarrett. Enough to move the chains. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown Gators. They've got the lead here in the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. And he makes the grab for the deuce.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hawkins. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Second and long here. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Out wide left, it's Singleton. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. I send the tight end in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. The run inside. It's Ellison. Got enough for the first down. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Gibson one more time. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Fresh set of downs going up top. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week. Looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
Long way to go on second down. Quick give. It's Gibson. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Gives it. Sees a crease. Turning it on. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Press center downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Second down, going to throw it. Fires immediately. Still on his feet at the 45. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Got the first down. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Driving forward, it's Montgomery. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got a little work to do here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Here's Gibson. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal. But
guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. And they'll turn the ball over after rolling the dice on 4th down in overtime. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Quarterback will keep it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Running inside. It's Green. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Mustangs look to do some damage in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Green. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They'll try to walk it off with a chip shot field goal here in overtime. It's good! They walk it off! A field goal to win it!
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.